MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's on to Game 5 of the National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, you can see by the results, we're right back where we started from. When you're tied after 4, Game 5 is always critical. You don't want to get stuck needing to win the final 2 to move on. So the winner of this one is going to get a huge leg up on winning this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next.
Yo, what is up, YouTube, man? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Man, a 2-2 game. Well, it's a tied series at 2-2. Man, Game 5 here in Philly. Last game in Philly in the series. And, man, I really feel like we got to take this game against Aaron Nola and the Philadelphia Phillies. Because Vince Velasquez should probably be on the mound in Game 6, and with the way he pitched that his Game 2 of this NLCS, he did really good. Tonight we got Trevor Bauer on the mound, changing it up rather than Arias. If we win this game, Arias will probably pitch Game 6 in LA. We gotta I really feel like we gotta take this game we gotta take this series back to LA with us with the 3-2 lead. But Aaron Nola's at home, and he has the fans behind his back because he got strike one right there. Because I fouled that pitch off with Jock Peterson. Because it's 0-1. 0-1 to Peterson, and now 1-1. 50 degrees here. Not super warm, but it's good weather for the Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies to have their game as it's a 1-2 with the curve. Great pitch.
Now you could tell right there.
Aaron Nola, we beat him in the first game of the NLCS. He's trying to have a better game here in Philly. As this should be 2-2, yes. 2-2. Gotta watch out for those good curveballs from Nola. 2-2 to Peterson. And fouling that one off, staying alive. 2-2. More pitches for Nola, the faster we get to the bullpen, as that will strike him out with the change, and that will be the first out of the first. Now that will bring in Justin Turner, hitting second in this game. First pitch from Aaron Nola to JT. Will be ball 1. Great take from Justin Turner right there.
Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
1-0. You know, D-roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only
this
from the
will be hit
to
short for the second out.
As long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore.
So 2 up, 2 out for Aaron Nola, and now they'll bring in Brandon Crawford, 4 for 17 in this series, really struggling. Can he break out of this struggle here in Game 5? Ball 1. 1-0 to Brandon Crawford. Beautiful night here in Philly for 50 degrees, as it's 2-0 now.
Close. It's 2-0. Crawford, a California-born ball player. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2008 draft.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this
and now
guy was going to
2-1.
become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal.
2-1 count to Brandon Crawford and Aaron Nola with the pitch. Will be hit to Hoskins, and he'll be caught. A 12-pitch inning for Aaron Nola, and 1-2-3. As Trevor Bauer will be out on the mound with Wilson Contreras catching him today, giving Barnes the night off.
Stepping up to the plate,
Here comes Gene Segura. Another big switch in tonight's lineup for us. Kike Hernandez is playing short rather than Seager, and Matt Carpenter is playing first. And Bellinger is still out there in right field. 1-1 to Gene Segura. 1-2, great pitch. Just have a better field with Wilson Contreras behind the plate for Trevor Bauer, as this one will be hit. Hernandez is playing second. And Brandon Crawford's playing short, excuse me. Messed up on the defensive line right there. And Cesar Hernandez is going to come in. Yesterday, man, Odubel Herrera and Bryce Harper were the big blows for the Philadelphia Phillies in Game 4, man. We got to really be careful with Herrera and Bryce Harper as it's 0-2 to Hernandez.
Bauer sets his sights.
Cutter from Bauer. We'll strike him out. First K for Trevor Bauer comes in quickly. Look at these series, man. The Yankees 2-2 in Cleveland. Philly and LA 2-2. And now they'll bring in AJ Pollock 4 for 15 in this series. And the first pitch will be ball 1-0. He has not been the biggest threat in this series, but he is still a threat at the plate. 1-0.
2-0 now 2-0. Center fielder.
Boy, he just looks locked
2-0 count to AJ Pollock.
His numbers in recent games have
and
been
now
very good.
3-0. With Harper on deck. 3-0 count, and the fastball will be fouled off. 3-1, trying to get a double. A ground out here. 3-1. Hit to left, and that will be a base hit with Pollock. And now they'll bring up Bryce Harper.
I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4 monster.
All right, here comes Bryce Harper, 5 for 16 in this series.
And now Bryce Harper.
Gotta be careful. First pitch to Harper. Strike one from Bauer.
Might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning,
0-1.
a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it.
0-2, good pitch right there from Trevor Bauer.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Cutter away to Harper. We'll strike him now. 1-2-3 for Trevor Bauer against Harper. We'll take him, man. That will bring in Cody Bellinger. 8 for 15 in this series. Had a home run in Game 3. Can he hit one here tonight? 1-0. 1-0 to Cody Bellinger. And now this one is clobbered to right field. And it's 1-0 Dodgers. Second deck, Cody Bellinger makes it a 1-run game against the Phillies in Game 5 in Philadelphia. Let's go. We'll take it. Cody Bellinger had one to hit and did not miss it, though. We'll take it.
And the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Both right fielders in this series with Bellinger and Harper have been demolishing the baseball, as this will bring up Matt Carpenter. Ball one high.
His past line against Aaron Nola. He's got 3 base hits in 19 tries.
And 2-0 to Carpenter. I feel like Carpenter in this series, he's had some really good ABs, just not getting base hits. He's had base hits in this series, but I feel like, you know, working the count to 2-0 and grounding out like that, it's been a lot of that for him in the NLCS. This will bring up Kike Hernandez. Has 2 ABs in this series and looking to have 3 or 2 tonight. Well, probably. First pitch from Nola will be strike 1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently,
no wonder Hernandez.
Changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
And now 0-2.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
0-2 to Kike. And staying alive. 0-2. Nola with the 0-2 pitch to Hernandez and make it 1-2.
Here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a
1-2
fastball
to Hernandez.
out of the zone, away or up.
And now 2-2, great pick.
It's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
2-2 to Hernandez.
Started to go
3-2. Check that swing, and now Hernandez has the hitter's count on Aaron Nola. 3-2.
Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings it.
Fouled off, staying alive.
Full count still. The next 3-2.
3-2. And strike me out. Great pitch right there from Aaron Nola.
This inning didn't get
Man, that was filthy.
As
this will bring in the struggling Chris Taylor, 2 for 16 in this series. And look at the postseason, man. Postseason numbers are good, but the NLCS numbers are terrible. 2 for 16. He needs to get out of that slump. First pitch. Ball 1. And I really believe in Chris Taylor, man. That's why I keep on bringing him into these games, because I know he could. When he's hot, he does damage, but when he's cold like this, it's kind of hard to get him going. But hopefully we could get him going. And even Andrew McCutchen, he's been kind of cold coming off the bench, so that's really why Chris Taylor has stuck out there as his 3-0. Maybe Alex Verdugo might get a start in center field, or he'll play right and Bellinger will start center as that's strike 1.
3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Eddie. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with
his
legs.
To right field,
so there's no
and an easy play for Bryce Harper.
If he's not getting anything to handle.
Harper will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Dodgers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. And that'll bring up
that'll bring in Rhys Hoskins to the bottom of the second, and the first pitch will be strike 1.
The windup and the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Hoskins brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side they swing
strike them out. Great pitch.
Certainly not the case here.
It didn't really break the way I wanted it to. I wanted the slider to go more outside, not mid of the zone, but it's a strikeout. We'll take it.
That's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents.
So hopefully, if he throws that again, he gets the slider to break away rather than mid-play, as this one's hit hard to right field. It should be easy for Bellinger, as he'll have the second out.
On the warning track, he makes the catch.
So 2 up, 2 out in this inning. Here comes Nick Williams.
Good matchup going on over there as well.
First pitch, strike 1.
And it's 0-1.
He had a home run in yesterday's ball game. Really what helped the Phillies as well as it's 1-1. 1-1 Nick Williams. Now 1-2.
Strikes the count now with the
did he have a home run, or was it just a double Herrera and Bryce Harper? I can't remember. That'll be a foul tip strikeout. We'll take it.
Strike 3, and that ends the inning.
Man, it's crazy. As here comes Wilson Contreras, 1 for 4 in the NLCS. It's crazy that I can't even remember what happened in yesterday's ball game besides Bryce Harper and a double Herrera and us losing 1-0.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning.
1-0 to Wilson Contreras. 1 for 4 in this series. I feel like this is maybe his second start. 1-0. 1-1. I just feel like Austin Barnes, he has not really. Our catchers have kind of been quiet in the postseason, both of them. So 1-1, and now popped up. And an easy play for Franco. And the crazy thing is that I sent down Wilson Contreras earlier this season to the AAA to help, to hopefully get himself back together. He's yet to do that, and Austin Barnes is so hot coming out of the regular season that that's the second out. It really didn't seem like he needed to. It really didn't seem like he'd start struggling into this coming into the postseason, but he really has yet to impress us as such. Strike 1. That was not a good pitch to swing at. Just a good pitch from Nola. 0-1. And now 1-1.
He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Jack Peterson had a home run in yesterday's ball game. Tried to keep the score close, but just couldn't do it by himself. 2-1.
Not close. It's 2-1 now.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches.
He wanted Jack Peterson.
So that may have been one where he
and
was
now
trying to chase up above the zone a
Man,
little bit.
all these teams in the in the CS games are all fighing for a shot in the World Series, and seems like both series, as it's 3-2, I should have taken that one, but 3-2. Both series have been pretty good. 3-2.
Here comes the pitch.
Right back up the middle. Aaron Nola will recover and throw out Jock Peterson. I don't know how he got. I don't know how he got that out. That ball was skyrocketed as Michael Franco was stepping into the bottom of the third. And game 5 for both these teams it has a good start with Trevor Bauer and Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola gave that one bad pitch to Cody Bellinger. That's really the difference in this ball game so far. It is the difference. 0-2, change up, just can't get it done. Cutter away. Can we strike him out? Nope, 2-2.
It's ball 2.
Trevor Bauer and his cutter. Trevor Bauer and his cutter and slider. Wow, I can't believe he caught that. 3-2 fastball.
Wow,
So getting the strikeout and now swinging, found that one off. Aaron Nola on deck.
He had this
Up
guy
the
in the
curve.
ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Walked him. Not a good pitch sequence right there from Trevor Bauer, but his cutter and sliders, like they cut and slide the same freaking way, which is not good. As this is gonna be a bunt, just throw over the first. For the out, we know we could get.
That's a tough play.
Now that'll bring in Gene Segura. First pitch from Trevor Bauer. It'll be ball 1.
First pitch fastball off the plate.
Bauer is having a hard time finding the zone in this bottom of the third. 2-0.
Breaking ball that time.
We're gonna go talk to him, man. We're in a critical spot where I feel like when you have a little mound visit. 2-0. The fastball 3-0.
And it's 3-0.
Wilson Contreras is telling them, man, just breathe the moment. Let's get this out here. 3-0. And ball 4, 4-pitch walk.
And that misses ball 4.
And now that'll bring in Cesar Hernandez. First pitch from Bauer will be strike 1. Good pitch.
Strike 1. Hernandez, a Venezuelan-born ball player.
0-1 count to Cesar Hernandez. The slider 0-2. Wilson Contreras is really liking these pitches now. 0-2. The cutter fouled off.
But this will land untouched.
0-2 to Cesar Hernandez. Hit first and a double play. Yes. Carpenter threw to Crawford. Crawford threw back to Carpenter for the double play. We'll take it. We needed it too.
Digging in to try it again. Justin Turner will begin things here against
Aaron Nola will face JT in the top of the 4th.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
First pitch. Hit to left field, and this will drop.
And that's a base hit.
A base hit for Justin Turner.
First couple of plate appearances.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason.
Now they'll bring in Cody. Oh no, Brandon Crawford. Excuse me.
Slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster
Crawford
right here,
here.
having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have
First
their
pitch
moment
from Nola
mid-May, but
will
to
be
do
ball
it
1.
when it gets cold outside means everything.
Brandon Crawford is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at
1-0.
the ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is chased
1-1. Tried to hold up, but
one.
just couldn't. And now
this
2-1
one's
to
up around
Crawford.
the eyes. 2-1.
2-1 to Brandon. Trying to get a base hit here. 2-1.
2 balls and
Now
2
2-2.
strikes to
Great
Crawford.
pitch from Aaron Nola right there.
Nobody out. Runner on first.
The 2-2 pitch. Bellinger is on deck. 2-2. And now 3-2 ball gets
In the
away
dirt,
from
and now
Renuto.
let's see.
And JT will advance.
And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
3-2 with the runner at second. No outs. Then Brandon Crawford come through. 3-2.
The 3-2 pitch.
Popped up and an
Franco
easy
has
play
a
for Franco.
And that's the first out of the inning.
Now they'll bring up Cody Bellinger with Justin Turner over there at
One
second.
gone now in the Dodger 4th, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger.
Did a fastball last time he was up here for a home run.
We
1-0.
know that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a
1-0
long
to
way.
Bellinger. And now 2-0. Change up right there, dropped a little low.
Boy, this is one of those
Bellinger has a
tricky
hitter's
spots for a pitcher,
count
right?
against
You have an open
Aaron
base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a
2-0
lot of
turning with the
damage.
lead.
Not a good spot to be in
And
if
now
you're a pitcher
3-0.
right now.
Outside, 3-0
Matt
now.
Carpenter on deck.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring
3-0.
situation.
JT over there at second, still 3 outs. I mean, 1 out and a 3-0 pitch. It'll be strike one. 3 outs. If it was 3 outs, I'd be a pitcher. 3-1 to Cody Bellinger, 1 out, runner at second. 51 pitches for Aaron Nola in Game 5. Hit to left field. This ball's carrying. This ball is on the move. And another home run from Cody Bellinger to make it 3-0 Dodgers. Cody Bellinger with his second home run of the day. And Aaron Nola is really struggling here against Cody Bellinger in this ball game and the Dodgers. That will bring up Matt Carpenter. Pitch to Carpenter. We'll try to ambush him right there. Now it's 0-1.
After grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1
from Nola. Hit. And this will be a base hit for Matt Carpenter.
Grass, it's a base hit.
And now they'll bring in Hernandez, who was struck out in his last AB by a filthy curveball.
Utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next. Here comes the
Pitch
first
to
pitch.
Hernandez. Will be a double play ball, 1 and 2. So 55 pitches through 4. But as Cody Bellinger hits another home run to make it 3-0 because JT was on second, and now A.J. Pollock will lead off the bottom of the fourth. Trevor Bauer now knows that he has to just pitch good and work quick to get through this game. 0-1. Not quick, just get the job done. 0-2. 0-2 to A.J. Pollock. The slider away will be hit to Carpenter for the first out of the bottom of the fourth. And now that will bring in Bryce Harper.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Bryce Harper.
First pitch from Bauer, fastball, strike one.
No runs, just one.
Really feel like you got to hit
no
the corners
errors
if
on
you're
the
facing
ledger
Bryce
for the
Harper.
Phillies to this
0-1.
point.
Now
Good
1-1.
slider there, but
Tried
it
to hit
runs
the corner
away.
outside
It's a
right
ball
there
and
with
a
the
strike.
slider.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed
1-1
right
to Bryce
there.
Harper. The
It's such an effective
fastball,
pitch. You
1
hit
and
the
2.
corner with it, but no dice this time.
Count is 1-2 now.
1-2 to Bryce Harper, and the knuckle curve away, and now 2-2.
Off the outside as the breaking
I like
ball
the
couldn't
pitch
catch
inside
the
because
corner.
at least the ball looks like it's coming at him, but Bryce Harper is not an inside
Toward
guy
right center field.
you want to pitch
Chasing
inside
after it
to.
is Taylor.
Because he can hit bonds as
down. A nice
he
running
flies out
play
to
record the
Chris
second
Taylor
out.
over there in center, but you know he's a very scary batter as Reese Hoskins will step in.
And that'll bring in a
0 for
perennial
1.
MVP candidate for years to come.
Oh,
Reese
1-0.
Hoskins. Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
1-0, and now hit into the gap. This ball's going to bounce off the wall. And Chris Taylor, nice play off the wall, but Reese Hoskins is going to have a double.
And he's in there with a double. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down.
Now they'll bring in JT Remuto with a runner in that over there at second. And, I mean, Bauer trying to get out of this inning as it's 1-0.
Carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
1-0 count to JT Remuto, and now 2-0. That was a good pitch, just not going to the zone. 2-0.
You have to find a way to
Strike
stay
one.
aggressive within the zone, knowing full well he's probably working around you.
2-1 to JT Remuto, and now hit right back up the middle. This is going to be a play at the plate. Chris Taylor's throw. They'll actually hold Hoskins in the tying run coming up to the plate.
As even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Nick Williams will come up.
That's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint, but what's it feel like?
Trevor Bauer going straight back to the cutter. First pitch,
it's scary from the
hit to left
offensive
field.
standpoint
Jock
as well.
Peterson
You're taught
will make the play to
And
end the
we'll have to
inning.
leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
Wow, that was getting a little nerve-wracking.
They trail in this
But
one.
thank God, Jock Peterson has good speed over there and left. As
Now to the
they'll bring
plate,
in Chris Taylor.
He flew
Aaron
down to
Nola
his
and
last
Trevor Bauer
at-bat.
pretty much have the same
First
exact
pitch of the
line, just
at-bat
3
on
runs
its
given
way.
up from Aaron Nola, and
Swing
that's
and a
strike
miss on
one.
a pitch below the knees.
When it comes to the pitch count, because they were both at 55 through 4 innings, but Strike one. And now 1-1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1. That's Chris Taylor. Now
And
1-2.
the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that
1-2, and now 2-2.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
60th pitch for Aaron Nola. 2-2 to Chris Taylor, and now 3-2.
This one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Contreras on deck. 3-2. And now ball 4. Great at bat right there from Chris Taylor. And now that'll bring up Wilson Contreras. Jose Alvarez warming the bullpen for the Phillies.
He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like he got pulled
First
a
pitch
little
to
bit out
Contreras
front, ended up popping
will
out.
be
Expect
foul.
him to be a little bit more leery of the breaking pitch this AB.
Contreras,
On one.
once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he became a member of this team after signing his
There goes
free agent
Taylor,
earlier this season.
and it'll
If
be
he didn't
safe
have an
over there in
opportunity
second.
to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy. Opening the doors to a
And
big
now,
league clubhouse and trying to get
we
to
have
know
a
your
runner on
teammates.
scoring
The
position.
best way to get to know him is to
Ken
go out
Wilson
and produce.
Contreras come through. 0-2.
Line
Hit right back
to
up the
center
middle,
field.
and that's going to bring
And
in
that's in
Chris
there.
Taylor.
Base hit. Taylor
That stolen
rounds
base
the
just
corner
paid off
and is headed
4-0
home. He'll score
in
easily
Philly
as they
in
move
Game
on
5
top
of this
4-0.
in Game 5 of the
Dan, how
NLCS.
hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9 hole.
Great
hitters
at
are
bat from
solid
Wilson
big league
Contreras,
players.
but that was kind of a lean fast. It's kind of a fastball. I'm pretty sure anybody could have handled this. They're going to throw in Juan Nicasio now.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now.
Oh,
And he's going to
good.
motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the
Good.
starter tonight. So he'll depart
Strike
after
one
working
to
just
Bauer.
4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Williams is under it. 1 down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jock Peterson. 1 in, 1
Right, here
out,
comes
and
Peterson.
1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ah,
And he fouls this one off.
strike one. Don't know how many, if Trevor Bauer could go through 6, hopefully.
Count
One
is
and
even
one.
at 1-1 to Peterson.
Juan Nicasio
Veteran
knows
hitter
just like the
certainly
rest of the
knows
Phillies
when he's got
team
wheels on
not to
first
throw
base,
anything
he's
to
probably
Peterson
getting
what he
the
could
fastball,
handle
he's
because he can
probably
take it
getting
for a
it
ride.
middle away. Might be a great time
As
to get
it's 1 and
super
2.
aggressive.
Good
Runners
speed
on
over there at
with 1
first,
down.
but I'm really not thinking about stealing. Even though I can, so I'm
There we
going
go.
to.
Pitch misses.
And that's gonna be an
The
easy
throw
steal.
down. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base.
Now 2-2 to Peterson. Can he hit one into the gap to bring in another run? 2-2.
2-2.
Strike them out. Good pitch right there from Juan Nicasio.
In now, Justin
Very
Turner.
late on
His
that swing.
lifetime
All right, here we go.
line against
JT's up.
Nicasio. 2 hits in
And he
7
come through.
tries. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
And this is taken outside
This series
for
has
ball
been
1.
so
Nicasio has become one of the more dominant
so
bullpen
alike
arms in the sport today, and a
because
big reason
well,
is his
so
swing
like
and miss
different
stuff
because
really helps him pitch out
one
of
game
tough
I'm blowing them
situations.
out, second game they're kicking my butt, and then it's just like a back-to-back.
Big power arm guy.
It's like going back to and forth, back and forth. So if we're going into a game 7, yeah, that kind of shows that I might win that game if we go into a game 7. As this one's hit the right field. Bryce Harper comes in, and that will be an RBI double for Justin Turner. Bryce Harper misread the ball off the bat.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI.
Now they'll bring in Brandon Crawford.
But even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run in already crossed the
5-0.
plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another
Pitch
run
to
on the
Crawford will be hit, and Segura will end this inning. Barely. But as it's 5-0, we'll
Welcome
take it.
back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs. But he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, base hit for Franco right there, and a runner on for the Phillies. That'll bring in Juan Nicasio. They don't let him hit, which is an interesting decision. We're going to go to first. So 1 out. Just go to fifth, man. It's 5-0. Just go to first. It's 5-0 in this fifth.
So a runner aboard at second here with one away. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. No balls and 1 strike.
Strike 1 to Gene Segura.
Bauer pauses, coming at him with the 0-1.
And now 1-1.
Fastball.
Trevor Bauer, the pitch count at 60 right now in his 5th inning. Hit. Franco will not move because that ball was hit straight to Crawford. If he would have moved, I maybe would have thrown that ball to third to try and get him out, as they would if I would be doing the same exact thing. Again, Cesar Hernandez, and swinging at strike 1.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Runner in scoring position at second with 2
1
down.
to Cesar Hernandez. Hit to Crawford. A nice play from both sides of the ball right there. I almost missed that ball with Crawford. And that would have been on me because, like, I'm controlling. Here comes Bellinger. 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs because he has 2 home runs in this ball. First one to Bellinger will be ball. 1-0 to Cody Bellinger.
Some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there.
1-0.
And it's fouled away.
1-1 to Bellinger.
Now
Juan
the 1-1
Nicasio
pitch.
with the 1-1 pitch. This ball's hammered into center, but AJ Pollock will have enough of it. I swear that's the thing I hate about this Phillies ballpark. Their center field is so different. I just can't hit it into center. If I'm hitting a home run, it's going right field or left field. Matt Carpenter has had a knock in this game. Little single.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
Really feel like taking out Seager and Verdugo has really helped us out as a club. Just feel like we have a better offense, as that's going to be an out.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
And putting in Hernandez in this game, I think I'd rather have Max Muncy and Carpenter.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now.
Hernandez has really struggled in this game where he gets the start.
They're in plenty of time to put this one away.
That's Bryce Harper will catch that, and now AJ Pollock will step in.
AJ Pollock, a hit in 2 tries so far.
First pitch from Bauer will be hit. Chris Taylor will have enough for him.
It's about time they get something going, and
For the first out. This will probably be Trevor Bauer's last inning of work in this game. Get the bullpen rolling, and here comes Harper. Keeping Harper kind of quiet tonight, which is a good thing. In yesterday's ball game, he hit that 2-run home run, and what really took us out of it, as it's 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes
It's
he'll
been
have
like
all
that.
year, and it puts him in a great
2-0, and now
take
strike 1.
advantage of this situation.
The count now at 2-1. Bauer's ready. 2-1 on its way. Back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard.
2-1, and Bryce Harper gets his first hit of the night.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Now that will bring in Reese Hoskins. First pitch to Hoskins will be ball 1.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside.
All right, maybe we'll get the bullpen warmed up just a little bit sooner than I want. Joe Kelly in the bullpen warming.
Squared that one up just a little late. Harper.
1-1. Bauer with the knuckle curve.
Hard hit ball to
Oh, how the hell? Why would you dive over the ball?
Empty. It's a base hit. And that
Good
runner
throw
will
from
go
Bellinger,
no further
but
than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I maybe would have had the double play anyway. Just
now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2
all right.
outs, but they're
First
down
pitch
by
to
so much in
Muto,
this game
strike
that
one.
hopefully maybe they can get something
Bauer,
started here in this inning.
one of the
Yeah,
best
100%,
trades we've
Dan.
gotten all
Played the game
season.
a long
Really
time.
has
I've
helped us
never
out with
seen
the
a
starting
big league
role.
hitter
1-1.
Giving that bat away, you chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
1-1 popped up.
Carpenter moving to his
Carpenter,
left,
easy play.
and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now they'll bring in Nick
Up
Williams,
next will
who
be
has a
Nick
lot of pop for
Williams.
the
0 for 2
Phillies,
from him so far in this one.
but swinging out the first pitch for strike one. 0-1 knuckle curve from Bauer.
That's
1-1.
over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner
1-1
instead
to
of
Nick
off of
Williams.
it, he probably gets some pretty
2-1
weak contact
inside with the
if
change.
anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so
2-1
my bet
going
was
back
he
with
was
the
gonna try to
fastball,
shoot
strike
on the
2.
inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick
2
Williams.
to Nick Williams, the cutter,
Swing and
strike
a miss
them
as
out.
he
That
chased
was
with 2 strikes,
not
and
a
that will retire
that was
the
a
side.
terrible swing. I don't know what he was
Phillies
swinging
leave a
at, but we'll
couple.
take it, man. That will end Bauer's night here in
Digging
Philadelphia.
in, Chris Taylor. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable
All right,
lead.
first pitch to Chris
First pitch of
Taylor.
the at-bat. And a
Ball 1.
change up here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-0 delivery.
1-0.
Sent on the ground out to second. Hernandez takes it in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The catcher, number 4.
1 gone now in the LA 7th.
Right,
Stepping
here
up to
comes
his next, the
Contreras.
catcher Wilson Contreras. Here's the first pitch to him.
Strike 1.
0-1 the count.
0-1.
Hit on the ground out
Roller
short.
to Gene
There's
Segura,
Segura.
easy
And the off-balance
Easy
throw
play.
gets him. Nice play for the out.
All right, we're gonna let Verdugo
So
come out and
here
do
now is
the
the pitcher,
swing. No, I want Seager to come
It
out
was
again.
a fly out for him in his last trip.
No, we're gonna go with Seager. Yeah,
Corey Seager will get the call here as he'll hit for the
make him
pitcher.
have another AB.
Number 5. Corey Seager.
All right, first pitch to Seager will be ball 1
There's a
inside.
fastball well off the plate inside.
1-0. 1-1
Eyes
to
lit
Corey
up on that
Seager.
one above the zone, but he comes up empty. The 1-1 home.
One pitch,
Gets
and
a
now
swinging
1-2.
strike.
1 and 2.
1-2 to Seager.
Two
And now
balls and 2
2-2.
strikes to Corey Seager.
Not getting to be in the starting lineup in this postseason because he's really struggled with the batting.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
Just ain't seen the ball well,
Rogers
really.
down in-
In the beginning of the regular season, he was doing really good, and
Gets
I
the call from
really don't know
Penn
what's
to take
happened.
over on the mound and
Here
start
comes
the
Joe
home
Kelly
setup.
trying to
17.
do good in this 7th. Franco will be
Leading
the
off the
hitter.
inning, Michael Franco. And they'll
First
need
pitch
him
from
to
Kelly
get something
will
going
be
here.
ball 1 away.
Leading up
And he'll look
for
at a
the Phillies,
fastball that doesn't miss by a whole
Third
lot. It's
baseman.
1-0.
Michael Franco.
1-1.
Might have been cheating for another
The
fastball,
1-1
trying to get ahead
pitch,
to that
and
one
now
early.
1-2.
Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him
The
a
knuckle
little bit
curve
out in
from
front.
Joe Kelly will be up the middle
Line
for a
drive,
base
and
hit.
that's a base hit into center field.
Hey guys,
That's
he's not
maybe
known for
where
being a
Corey
single
Seager
hitter
would
right
be
here, but
nice.
that's his second.
Because he did win the Gold
And I'm
Glove
sure
this
the
year for
thinking,
best
but the guys
defensive
on the other
shortstop.
side of the
Just
scorecard might be thinking,
when you're not hitting,
the worst fate.
Oh,
then why get a start? But and Brandon Crawford has a history of winning the Gold Glove. Just, I feel like I'd rather have the one who just won it this year than the one who's won it in the past. 0-2
Now a
to
ball
Herrera.
lined toward the gap in
This
left
ball is
center.
tailing, and
Slide
Chris
over
Taylor
and
will
put this
catch
one
it.
away, and
A
that's
double
out
Herrera in
number
yesterday's ball game had 3 home runs off of me with Clayton Kershaw.
Now
Well, no,
back
2
to
off
the top of the
Kershaw,
lineup, stepping
1
in,
off Chapman.
Gene
So
Segura. He's
pretty
back.
happy
Here's
they didn't
the
start
first
him in
break.
today's
To
lineup
third.
as to
To
Turner,
second for
to
one.
Hernandez,
On to first,
for
it's a
Carpenter,
double play
to
as their
Scoop at
woes
first.
continue.
We'll
The
end this
inning is
7.
over. Around the horn
As
they
we'll
go.
take it.
5-4-3 to end the threat. Pat Neshek has been summoned
As here
from
comes
the
Pat
bullpen, as he'll
Neshek,
do so to
Mr.
start the
Submarine.
eighth.
So this is when the swings are going to get bad.
Over and digging in,
Hate this
Jock
guy.
Peterson, 0 for 3 with a couple of
0 for
strikeouts
3
for
for
him to
Chris.
this
I
point
mean,
in the ball
Jock.
game. On to
Really
the
struggling
eighth
in
now,
today's
as the
game.
first pitch is a fastball that's
But he's
looked
really
at for
been
ball
carrying
one.
this team on his back, so it's pretty nice for the other offensive members to get it going 1-0. And now
This
1-0.
one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
1-1, Pat
1-1
Neshek.
home. Doesn't catch
2-1.
the outside corner, it's a ball.
2-1, Neshek to Peterson.
To 2-2
2-2. That pitch was just a little slower than all the other ones. 2-2.
Got him, and he goes down.
He
on
goes
strikes
low,
for the
low,
third
low,
time.
low, and then high
What's your
fastball.
take on all the strikeouts we see in the
Don't
game
really,
today, Dan?
don't
That
really
was
like
his third
Pat
tonight,
Neshek,
and
man.
it seems we're seeing that a lot
He's
more
one of the
these days.
Yeah, Matt,
He's one of the pitchers I just cannot get a hold of. Is that's a base hit for JT. We'll take it.
Guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate. in
That was a
baseball
slider
right now.
away from Justin Turner, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that
sure.
hard hit single
Yep.
right there. That's clean.
Just got a piece
3
of
for
it.
4.
That'll bring
He's
in
looking
Crawford.
locked in.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he'll go
Strike
after
one.
the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
We'll keep Joe Kelly in there for 2 innings. Fouled off. 0-2. I think they'll just remain to pitch Pat Neshek in the remainder of this game.
Easy
As
fly ball into shallow center field.
oh, this might
Pollock
drop.
on the run.
Oh crap!
He gets
It did not
there,
drop,
and that's the
and we don't
second
get doubled up.
On to first, and they get the double play.
Whoops!
One hit in
Not the
inning
first
with
time
no
I've done
one
that.
left.
So, and we're winning.
Coming to
If
the
we were
plate
losing,
now,
I would have been really
Cesar
mad.
Hernandez.
All
And
right.
he and his fellow
Cesar
top
Hernandez
hitters
stepping
haven't
in, and
really
Joe
offered
Kelly
much
with the
help for
first
this
one.
lineup so far.
Popped up,
No, you're
and an
one.
easy play for Justin Turner.
To generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one.
He'll
Well,
see
no time for
Pollock
them to
and
turn around, though. We'll see
Bryce
if that
Harper.
happens.
Ripped down the
First,
first baseline.
hit the
And he'll take it to the
Carpenter
bag
for the
himself
second
for the
out. And now they'll bring in
Here's
Bryce Harper, who
now. 2 away
is
here
1
in
for
the
3 in
eighth,
this
and
game
time's
5 of the
running out on him,
NLCS.
Danny.
Yeah, they
First
don't have a
pitch
lot
from
of
Joe
outside
Kelly,
to work
way
with.
outside.
It's time for someone to make something
That one
happen
slipped.
if they're going to get back into this
1-0.
thing.
The 1-0 home.
And
Taken high
Harper
and deep to right.
makes it
Bellinger
5-1. This dude always does damage. This is his 4th home run in this series. I don't even know. That's his first home run of the game, but he's killing it, man.
Well, they're still
Bryce
down, but
Harper.
this homer right there might light a
I just-
fire under the whole
I don't know
team.
how to pitch
Give
to
him a
this
spark
dude.
to climb
He
back
hits
into this
everything.
thing. We'll see if this gets him.
Yeah, that don't work either.
A ball and no strikes.
No, it's not here.
So far,
One.
2 for 3 in this one.
1-0. Hit.
Short, hit hard.
Crawford
fields it.
will end this inning after Harper makes it 5-1 Philly.
That
Oh,
ends the inning.
5-1. And he got the
So
Phillies
it
on
may
the
be
board.
Too little, too late, but they're on the
That
board
ball
here
just
in the
was
late
hit
ball.
high in the air, and it just traveled.
Jose Alvarez.
Here comes Jose
Enters
Alvarez.
from the pen to start the 9th inning,
Why
as
don't
they'll
I
try to
do a
keep
little
score right
warm
where
up
it
in
is
the
heading to
bullpen
bottom
with
of the
Kenley
ninth.
Jansen?
Here's the
First pitch to
him.
Bellinger will be
Ninth
ball
inning
1.
begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
We're going to let Bellinger get out of the game. I want Alex Verdugo.
Alex Verdugo
Even though he hasn't done
will try to get
anything
his
good
club
in this
total. Ninth
postseason,
inning
I just
insurance as he'll grab a bat to
I just
pinch
want
hit,
him to try
leading
and
things off
swing.
here.
As it's already 1-0. And now 1-0.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone is.
And that will be
Swing and
hit
a liner.
to Segura. And will be thrown out.
First for the out, and that is
I feel like he's had a lot of ground outs in this postseason. I just don't know what to do to help him out.
Matt Carpenter. He's working on a 1-for-3.
Seager and him both, man.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
This has hit the left field, but this will be caught.
But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
The batter number
All right, and now they'll bring in Hernandez.
Ready for another chance? Kike Hernandez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Pitch from Alvarez to Hernandez.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Will be ball one away.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0.
1-0 to Kike.
That ball's
Hit.
for the
This
gap
one's
in
into
left
the
center.
gap.
He's got a base hit, possibly more.
That's gonna
And
drop,
this
and
one
that's gonna be an
bounds
easy
around
double.
against the wall. And
Hernandez, he
will
needed
pull
a base
into
hit.
second with a 2-out double.
Help
That's
him
what
out.
happens when a slider doesn't do what
Now
you
they'll
want it to
bring
do.
in Chris
That
Taylor,
was just
who,
one of those cement mixers
ever
that
since,
just
you
spinning,
know,
but
getting out of
doing
the
nothing. Nice
NLDS
job of
against the
punishing that
Rockies,
pitch
he's been
and
pretty
picking up 2 bags on
quiet
one
in this
swing.
series.
No balls and 1 strike.
0-1.
Taylor behind, 0-2 the count.
0-2.
Hey, I thought he was going to work around.
Calling
that
time
in
with
this
Taylor, man.
situation. But after
Gotta
getting
give him
2
time,
swinging
man.
strikes, there's a change of game plan. I
0-2.
guarantee he's going right after him.
As a look, now the pitch.
And this, Gene Segura will throw out Chris Taylor running the first. And the struggle continues for Chris Taylor. And as Verdugo will take in right field, pulling out Joe Kelly and putting in Kenley Jansen.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Kenley Jansen.
Jansen trying to finish Game 5 here in Philly before we go back to LA and play Game 6. Strike 1.
This is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance
great
to pitch in
pitch.
a real game situation here.
Real Muto behind with an 0-2 count now.
0-2. Cutter hit to left. Easy play for Peterson for the first out of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth. Now they'll bring in Nick Williams. Jansen with the first pitch. Strike 1. Going back with the fastball and now 0-2. Nick Williams, man, he has swung at some weird stuff today. He swung at one like way outside here, like 0-2 though. He's hitting this one to right field where the newcomer, Alex Verdugo, is going to catch that one. Newcomer into the game. Of course, he's going to get action right away. 0-1. Well, I mean, there's the out. And here comes Michael Franco. First pitch from Jansen. Strike 1, good pitch. This is exactly what we needed. We needed to win this game before going back to LA to face the Phillies once again in Game 6. 0-2. The high fastball will end the game here in Philadelphia. And that's the last game we'll play in Philly in this NLCS. And if we could win Game 6, we're on our way to the World Series. If not, we're playing a Game 7 in LA. But my goal for Game 6 is to win it, because I do not want to play another game against these Philadelphia Phillies, because I think they can maybe win. So if we could finish it sooner than later, then that might help us out. But
one more look at the final
like, comment, subscribe,
great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory.
Pretty happy we won this game, because if we would have lost, it would have probably hurt. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys in the next game.
Yeah.